Good evening and welcome to another evening of this standing workshop. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Susan Arena of the Swissbody Pilates Centers and Academy. I'm the director and founder of the Swissbody Pilates Academy and the centers in Geneva. And what I'd like to talk to you about tonight is keeping rhythm in our work. The standing work that we're going to be doing this evening is just actually about balance and coordination, and we're basing what we're doing on the Pilates principles. We're not actually doing Pilates work. So what I'd like to do this evening is work specifically on rhythm. I think rhythm is very difficult to stick to and keep with when we are exercising. When you're exercising on your own, you should have your own rhythm. You should be breathing within an easy, comfortable pace, and you should be working your own speed so that you can think about what you're doing, so that you can be aware of what you're doing, and you're working as best as you can within your own rhythm. When we're working in a group, obviously we have to fix a rhythm that suits everybody. And so it's a little bit as if the teacher has to decide for everybody the speed that they work out. The problem for a teacher is we have a lot to say and we have a lot to explain. And that's why we use images. And we've spoken about lots of images in the last 5 weeks doing the standing work. We've had the image of the triangle on the pelvis, where you try and keep your triangle vertical. We've spoken about the spirals and the shoulder blade going down and the spiraling out the arm, so that we always work with an outward rotation in the shoulder to not block our shoulder. We've spoken about the image of holding a document into the back of your arm, because if I'm like that and I think of holding something into the back of my arm, my shoulders will open and I will stand better and my position of my upper body will be better. We've spoken about the spirals in the legs and how important they are, that we're feeling that slight feeling of gentle, almost outward rotation coming from the hips, which brings our knees into a straight, absolutely straight line to the front, and which will lift our arches of our feet. We've spoken of the triangles under our feet and the 2/3 of the weight on the front of our foot. We've had so many different images, which for me are a bit like logos. The teacher can say, remember your triangles, and you remember, oops, I've got a triangle here, I've got a triangle in my pelvis, I must keep them aligned, I must think about holding my documents under my arms. That's what images are about. They're quick ways of, oops, remembering a certain thing that we've got to remember, because I know there's so much to remember, and I promise you there will always be lots to remember, because we're always working on perfection. We're always trying to get more out of our own bodies. So we will always have more and more things to think about. So the big problem, coming back to rhythm, is that when teachers are saying to you, don't forget your triangles, remember your triangles, that's when it's vertical, don't forget your documents, remember that's when your shoulders are nicely open, you're trying to keep a rhythm in your work. And if we talk too much, us teachers, you can't. And you land up working slower than actually your breathing is able to do properly, and you hold your breath and you don't keep a good connection with your core, because don't forget, one of the Pilates principles is the core. So breathing and breathing out is all about finding that strength in our core. One of the Pilates principles, one of his key principles, is rhythm. He speaks about rhythm. He spoke about rhythm. So why did he think rhythm was so important? Our rhythm is our breath. I'd like you to try something with me. Breathe in a way where you completely lose rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, take a long breath. Breathe out quickly. Breathe in quickly, breathe out quickly. Breathe in, long breath. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, long breath. Breathe out. Hold your breath. you start feeling stressed, don't you? All right? So we need to find a good rhythm when we're working that goes what we did when we practice. Remember, we said breathe in for 4 counts. Breathe out for 4 counts. So let's calm ourselves down after that horrible thing of creating arrhythmic breathing, and let's try that. So just breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4. Pulling up your pelvic floor, pulling in your tummy button, closing your ribs, lifting your sternum and growing. Breathe in for 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, and 4. And in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, be tall and in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, grow tall and in. 2, 3, we spoke about fans and breathe out. 2, 3, 4, last one, in. 2, 3, 4, breathe out, go and pull your tummy in deeper and up and in. Good. Now we can also breathe in and out for 2 counts. We're not going to lose any of the beautiful work we've just done. So we're going to breathe in, opening our ribs for 2 counts, and breathe out, pulling up our pelvic floor muscles, pulling in our tummy, lifting our chest and growing for 2 counts. Let's try it. Breathe in, 2, breathe out, 2, breathe in, 2, breathe out, 2, breathe in, 2, pull that tummy in, 2, breathe in, 2, breathe out, 2. Excellent. So that was a slightly quicker movement that we were doing, keeping our rhythm of our breath in time with a quicker movement. Now, how about if we're doing pulses? If I'm doing a quick movement going, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, then my breath must go, and out, and out, and out, and out. Let's try that. And you feel that? Now, why are we worrying about this? Has anybody ever wondered why, when a tennis player, especially the women, but they all do it, why do you hear them shouting or screaming when they hit the ball? That's an expulsion of air that makes them make that noise. That is what's giving them the strength to make their hit of their racket. Would a boxer ever hit on an in-breath? He's punching you, he'll go. So that is why we know that the strength we create in our core is on an out-breath. Your boxer will not go and keep breathing out when he's already finished hitting. He's going to finish his breath as he finishes his movement. All right, so that's what we must do. If we're doing a movement that's going, lift my leg and lower my leg. I breathe in for 2. I breathe out for 2. I breathe in for 2. I breathe out for 2. Breathe in, now I want to pulse it. And out, and out, and out. So we're working that rhythm into our movement to give us that maximum control of our core strength. So tonight could possibly be the last one we're going to do. I am going to put on music. This is a new experience for you and for me, because it's the first time I've ever done this particular class to music, but I often do a similar training with my husband, who trains Olympic ice skaters or ballet dancers, and we work similarly with music. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the class you've been doing to music, so that it forces us to all stick to the rhythm, and it stops me from bugging you and slowing you down so much with my corrections that you hold your breath and you lose your rhythm. So let's try together. So we're going to sit down on the floor. We're going to do our footwork, but we're going to do our footwork with music. Let's see. So let's put our feet out in front of us. Can you lift your thumbs if you can hear the music? Can you hear the music? All right, so we're going to start circling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, in, 4. Breathe out. 2, in, 4, and out. 2, in, and change, and down. And breathe out. And breathe out. 2, breathe in. And breathe out. Good. And point down and up. Breathe out. Breathe in. Keep your breathing easy. Out and in. And out. In and out. In. Again, out. And in. Think of sitting up nice and tall. Out. And in. How about some pulling out weaves? Go down, reach, and pull. Okay, quicker. And out, reach, pull. Let go. Out, reach, pull. Let go. And out. Out. And out. And out. Reach those toes, pull with the metatarsals. We've all been learning all these exercises over the last 5 or 6 weeks. And last one. Reverse it. Over, point, long, up. Over, long, over, long, good work. Again. One more. Good. And pull the feet up. And we're going to do creepy crawlies. Toes up, down, pull. Up, down, pull. We know the exercises, now we're going to practice them. Up, long toes, pull. And back, in, push. Up, in, push, up. In, push, up. And in, and it's change. And up, long, pull. Up, long, pull. Up, long, pull. Up, pull. And the other way. In, push, toes up. And again. Super. Stop. Little weights. We're going to do the zigzags. Up, open, down. Up, open, down. Up, open, down. Up, open. Let's go quicker. Heels up. Toes up. Heels up. Toes up. Let's go quicker. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Heels, toes, heels, close. Lovely. Open. And back. And again. And one. That's it. And one. Change. Last one. And in. Excellent work. Let's just open the knees. Sit nice and tall. We're going to easily turn our heads. Turn. 1, 2. Come back to me. Turn. 1, 2. Come back. 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 Good. Turn to one side. Little circle. And down. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, it's big breaths, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and look at me. 4 more breaths, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Are you thinking of your documents? And up, remember documents, holding in our arms, holding the arms, open shoulders. And grow, top of your head to the ceiling. And 1 time. Come back. And do the last one to the other side, shoulders nicely down. And back. Lovely work. We're going to close our feet. We're going to stand up. If this is not good for your knees, if you're uncomfortable, don't do it. Just a tiny moment of holding down. Try and push your heels to the floor. So I'm like that. Okay, heels down. And now we're going to put our heels down, head down, and we're going to slowly roll up. Very nice. Right, all standing. Grab your broom. And I always like to have a cushion close to me. My pillow. Because I have a very lazy bottom. So I have to remind my bottom to work with my pillow. So let's start. Hold in front of your feet. And we're going to do our 3 roll downs. You're going to feel they're a bit quick because we want them in 4 counts. So let's just start by breathing. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Tummy button in and up. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Tummy button in and up. 4. And breathe in, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out. And now we're going to do the roll downs. Breathe in. And as we go down, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. You see how sometimes we go so slowly we don't connect with our breath. Let's try it in 8. Take a big breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. That's it. Good. I'd like you to remember that because when we do our roll downs very often, we do them so slowly that we actually hold our breath. So let's try in the future to do them with our breath. Let's do 1 more and pick up our broom. Let's go. So take a big breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. Super. Good work. Alright, we're going to start. Today we're going to work with the broom down, the stick down, because we're new working on this rhythm. So hand up. That's it. For the moment, we're going to do bend, stretch, rise, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now breathe out, in, in. Keep going. Get your breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. Good. Last one. Stay. Down, up. In, out. Breathe in, breathe out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay up. And 1, 2. That's pulse breathing. 4. Breathe out, 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 and out. Well done. Let's turn our legs out from the hips. Feel that lovely feeling of that wrapping, squeezing. Are you ready? We're going to breathe in to start. Breathe in and go. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In and out. Good. Out. Breathe in. Breathe out and down. And we're squeezing. And we're keeping our triangles. Good. And 1. Squeeze. Have you got a peanut up at the back of your legs? Up. And last one. And up. 2, 3, 4. I've gone too fast. Sorry. Better, isn't it? And the pulse breathing. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. See how we need to keep a little bit more rhythm in our work. Let's put the feet parallel. Breathe in for 2 and out for 2. You ready? Breathe in and out, in, out, in. Think of your triangles. Pull in the tummy. Good. Breathe out, breathe in, and careful, change, down, and up, and down, and breathe out. Now let's go a bit quicker. In, out, squeeze your bottom, pull up your tummy. 5, 6, 7, stay, pulses, pulse, breathing. Think of that tennis player. Tap, tap, that's it. And brilliant. Turn the legs out from the hip. Have you got your triangle? Have you got your spirals? Triangles. Are we ready? Breathe in and out, in, out, in, out, in. Go on, straighten those legs. We've learned all about putting up our kneecaps. We sit back, we're keeping our pelvis nicely held, triangle. Very nice. And again. We're coming to number 8. And up. And down. Breathe out. Down. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Tummy button up. Tummy. Tummy. And again. And let's keep going. Stop. Pulse. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Calm down. Change hands. Give the other guy a chance. And up. Shoulders down. Turn your toes back into parallel. Ready? You breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. In. Go and keep your triangles. Keep your breathing. Breathe out. In. Out. In. Breathe out. And that's number 7. Number 8. And up, down, and out. In, out, in, Go and squeeze that bottom. Tummy in. Remember, tummy button behind the pubic bone. Last one. Pulse. And out breath. 2, 3. Blow. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come down. Heels together. Turn out those legs. Are you ready? Breathe in, out, out, breathe in, breathe out. Use all the things you can remember that you've learned the last 6 weeks. Lovely. Again, breathe out. Pull that tummy button in. Last one. And so more. Up, down, up, down, up. Tummy button, tummy button. Push that air out. Go on, tennis player. And stay. And pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come down parallel. Well done. Let's have a stretch. One leg behind. Let's try something else here. Take your pole behind your bottom. Literally in that little, the little bit where it's become end of bottom, beginning of legs. Push your bottom forward from there. Push it. Use your pole. Push from there. Hips forward, tummy in. And now just breathe your own rhythm. Nobody's imposing your rhythm here. Everybody finds their own rhythm. Breathe, big breaths. Fill your lungs. Nice and tall. Let's change. Other foot. We push the hips forward from under the bottom. We're trying to pull our triangle into position. Nice, easy breath. Open those shoulders, find your documents.
Moi j'ai du lion, quoi. Je crois plus que tu me fatigué. C'est l'énergie. Infernale,
And come back.
C'est belle, mon Dieu.
Right. Staying with our pose. New things to concentrate on. Find your triangle feet, toes are together, heels slightly apart. Triangle in the pelvis. Triangle across the chest. Arm behind your head. And we're going to do the one with what we call the Batman, leg in front. Let's do it slowly first. Foot in front. Breathe in, 2, down, 2. In, 2, down. I reach away with my foot and I squeeze underneath legs. Go on, squeeze. Imagine there's a pillow here between your legs. Up, 2, down. Your foot is in front of your nose. Keep nice and tall. Long, straight legs. Last one. And stop. Turn out. Turn in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Can we go quicker? Out, breath, in, breath. That's it, from your hip. See how we can work our rhythm. Voilà, stop. Point your foot, with the lift for 2. Breathe in for 2. Breathe out for 2. In for 2. Out for 2. Up and down. Go on, long leg, reach away. Touch the screen with your foot. Go on, touch me. And squeeze. And long. And squeeze. And long. And squeeze. And long. And squeeze. And up. And 1, 2. 1, 2. Out breath, in breath. And stop. Let's go the other way. Breathe out, in, out, in, out. Go on, long straight leg. The height doesn't matter. It's how strong and long your leg is. That's enough. and close. Very good. Change. Hand behind the head. And let's bring the leg forward. This leg's still nice and strong. Foot in front of your nose. Up, 2, down, 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. And touch me. Go on, strong, long leg. Squeeze. And up, keep going. When the leg comes down, you're squeezing. Up. And now imagine you squeezing a pillow. Up. And squeeze. Up. And squeeze. Beautiful work. Last one. And down. Turn out. Slowly. 1, 2. In. Breathe out. The legs turning out. In. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. Let's go quicker. And out. In. Out. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Stop. Point. Up. 2. Down. 2. Up. Down. 2. Our music is a bit slower, so we adapt our rhythm. Breathe bigger. Pull in your tummy stronger. Breathe in bigger. Go on, wear your fans when you breathe in. Open your fans. Pull in your tummy. Open your fans. Pull in the tummy. Last one. And we're going to circle. 2, 3. Find your triangle. 4. Change. 2, 3, and 4. Good work. And close. Stretch the legs. Back to breathing your own calm breath. Hold the foot. Breathe. My underneath leg is bent. Tummy is in. Squeezing under the bottom. Push the pelvis forward. Don't let it do that. Go on, pubic bone forward. Try and see if your tummy button can go behind your pubic bone. Hold. Pull. If you can, get the heel a little closer to your bottom. Without doing that. And release. Other leg, bend. Take the ankle. And hold. Tummy in, chest up. Squeeze on your bottom. Good. Now we've prepared our body to do the next exercise. If you have a pillow, take it. Sit it together. Good. You always have the option of doing the balance, right? I'm just showing everybody today, take one worry away and work on our rhythm. So bend the legs, squeeze your bottom under there, find your triangle, and we're going to place one leg behind. And squeeze and breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. That feeling of a big ball that, as you said, between your heel and your bottom, and you want to squeeze it. And again, squeeze. Down, go on, and keep the wrapping on the cushion. Down. And tummy. Down. And squeeze. And you're going to stay up. 1, 2. 1, 2. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out and pulse. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And flex. 2. Down. 2. Flex. 2. Go on, it's giving us time to pull in our tummy. Squeeze under our bottom. Find our triangles. Find your breath. And out breath. In breath. Out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath, last one, out breath, and short one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, out breath, out, out, we did quicker ones, and let's try, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all for today. Stop. Brilliant. Put your foot forward and stretch. Let's put our hand on our shoulder. So I'm like that. This leg's bent. I'm remembering my alignment. Center of the knee over the second foot. This foot's under my nose. My back is straight.
Yes.
And I'm coming forward. Ribs are in.
Super.
So reach that bottom up. Easy breathing. You have your own rhythm now. Find it. And come back. And I'm taking my pillow. Ready to start again. I love it. I can see you all grabbing your cushions. Well done. Right, other hand behind the head. Triangles. Bend the 2 knees. Squeeze the top here. I have the peanuts at the top of my back of my legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Go on, pull that tummy button behind your pubic bone. And 2 more. Breathe out. Squeeze. Go on, squeeze. Last one. And quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use your tummy. Don't let go of your bottom. And the fast one. Tummy. Good. And foot flex. Prepare. 1, 2. Down. 2. 1, 2. This is hard. Go on. Have to work on keeping your pelvis correct. Otherwise, your bottom wants to be comfortable and out the back. Keep it underneath you. Squeezing a peanut. Go on. Pulling the tummy. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull the tummy in. Breathe in. Last one. Out. Breathe in. And 1, 2. Breathe out. Breathe in. Pulses. Go on, squeeze your bottom. Push. 6, 7, and 8. Wonderful. Foot out. Get rid of that nasty pillow. And come down. Hand on your shoulder. Straight legs. Nice long straight back. Pull the toe back towards your stool face. And long, easy breaths. Your rhythm. No more imposing rhythm. Breathe. And you're going to close. And come up. Good work. The nasty one. Working our bottom. I like to hold the pole on the same side as the leg that's working, because this side I find we bend over. So let's all hold our pole in the same hand as the leg you're bringing out. Hand above the head, shoulders down, chest up. Are you ready? 1, 2, squeeze. 1, 2, breathe out. In. Go on, this is again, pulling our legs in. Squeeze. And squeeze. Reach away. Pull in. More long. Pull. Go on, far away from you. Pull it in tight. Far away. Pull in. Pull in. One more. Stay up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on, keep your triangle. Long straight leg. 7. You're going to repeat it. Pull in. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is the hardest moment, so we want to breathe out when we're squeezing the legs. Squeeze. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Go on, long leg. Out. In. Last one. Stay. And in breath, out breath. Now we're going out. Tummy. This bottom squeezing. 6, 7, 8. Stop. Turn out the leg. Turn it in. Turn it out. Turn it in. Find your breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now quicker. Breathe out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And enough. Close your legs. Hands holding your pole. Zigzag open. Nice and wide. Knees over the feet. Triangles. Bend. Open those knees. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Open your knees. And squeeze the inner thighs. 3, 4. Open your knees. And breathe out. You're pulling in your tummy button and you're squeezing your bottom in your legs. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. 2, 3, 4. Do me one more. Go on, squeeze. Down. 2 more, and you've done your 8. And 1, 2. Go on, squeeze. Bottom. And open your knees over the center of your foot. And stay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Find your triangle. Slower work means we've got more time to think. But don't lose your rhythm. Out, in. Breathe out, breathe in. Let's keep going. Find our rhythm. 4, 5. Squeeze that bottom. 6, 7. We're going to stay down. Pelvic tilts. 1, 2. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. In. Tummy button. 6. Are you nice and tall? Chest up. 8. Stay there. Press the knees back. Press your knees back. Keeping your triangle. Squeeze. Go on. Breathe out. Breathe out. Find your triangles. Go on. Push those knees back. The pelvis doesn't move. We're not like that. That's it. Good. And come up slowly. Squeeze. 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 Come back to front. Hold. Hand behind your head. And be ready to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. So, I reach. I squeeze. Magic circle between your thighs. And reach. And squeeze. This bottom's awake. Reach. Squeeze. Last one. Reach. Squeeze. And open. Down. 2. Go on. Be tall. Chest up. Triangles. Spirals. 7. 8. Are you ready? Breathe out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Good work. Pulling that tummy button behind your pubic bone. Tummy. Breathe in, fans. Tummy. Hold it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. J'ai fait une fois, 2 fois. 1, 2.
J'ai fait 2 fois.
Ah, have you already done it twice?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Okay, continue.
And let's keep going. Why not? It's supper. No, so that was the first time. And again. 5. Up. 2. Breathe out. And up. 2. Breathe out. And reach. 2 more. Reach. And tummy. And reach. 2 count. Out breath. 2, 3. This butt is burning. Keep going. 6, 7, 8. Turn it out. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well done. 8. Close the legs. Hold your pole. And turn out the legs. Parallel. Turn out from the hips. Parallel. Turn out from the hips. And then let's stay down. 1. Press your knees back with your pole. Push your pubic bone forward. Go on, hold your shoulders. Push your pole into your thighs. Push your knees back. Don't lose your triangle. Go on. Little pulses. We're going to stay. Feel. Feel. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. My pole is keeping me holding my knees open. I'm concentrating on my triangle. Go on, keep going. Are you breathing? 2 feet. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Go on, put in your tummy. Squeeze your bottom. And last one. And up. Inner thighs, inner thighs, inner thighs. Squeeze them. Brilliant work. Remember this one. Just watch. Up, down, up, down. All right, ready? 7, 8. Breathe out. Breathe in. Tummy. Tummy. 7, 8. And stay. 2, 3. Use your breath. Pulse breath. Good. Down. Turn your both legs out. Ready to the side. You ready? 7, 8. Breathe out. I'm squeezing shut, remember? Your peanut between your thighs. 7. Hold. And pulse breath. Excellent. Stay. Parallel. Change hands. Feel my triangles. 1, 2, 3. Get ready. 4. And 2. Breathe out. In. 5, 6. Push with your feet. Stay. And 1. Pulse breath. 7, 8. Close. Turn out from my hips. Ready, go. Close is as important as open. Close. Go on, squeeze. There. Good work. Triangles, shoulders down. Stay up. Fantastic. Well done. Let's work on our lunges to stretch out and work our thighs. We're going to go into our triangle. My body's in the middle of my 2 feet. And I'm going to bend. And now my knees under my shoulder. Are you ready? For 4. And 1, 2. Down, 3, 4. And breathe out. 2. Tummy button in. Squeeze your bottom. Down. Alignment Don't forget the knee over your second toe. Go on, I'm putting my tummy in deeper. Breathe in, fans. Breathe out, stay down. And pulse. Go on, pull in your tummy. You try to again open here. Squeeze under your bottom. 5, 6, 7. We're going to do it again. Breathe out, 2. Breathe out. Are you using a beautiful breath? Tummy in, open your fans. Tummy in. You're also squeezing. Bottom, down. Bottom squeezing. Down. You're doing well. Go on. Use your breath and you won't get tired. Last one. Let's stay. Pulse. Go on, squeeze that bottom. Squeeze it. Tummy in. Are you ready? Remember we did that balance once. Up. Balance. And close. Very good. You ready to do the other leg? Stay facing me. Never ever change. And down. And behind your head. Alignment. Are you ready? And in breath. And out breath. And in breath. And out breath. I'm opening my ribs like fans. I'm putting my tummy buttons inside and up. Go and use your breath. It's beautiful. Go tall. Lift your chest up. Last one. Stay down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on. Turn the pelvis. Are you ready? And breathe out. Breathe in. Watch your alignment. No knees in, no knees out. Nice and straight. Go on, tummy in. And down. Tummy in, squeeze your bottom. Down. And again, always that feeling that there's a cushion between the top of your thighs. You're nearly there. It's brilliant. Go on. And stay. And 1. Are you being careful about your triangles? And don't you feel nice when you can balance like a flamingo? Beautiful work. I want arms. So let's start. Turn your palms. Take your arms out in front of you. Find your triangles. Find your spirals. And you're going to go breathing out for 2, in for 2. Okay, we're ready? Go. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. In. I'm squeezing my bicep muscles. Imagine somebody's pulling on your pole. And breathe out. Pull your tummy deeply in. Breathe in, open your ribs. Where are your cape towns, the points of your shoulder blades? Under your armpits. Breathe out. And in. Keep going for 8 more. We don't pulse this one. Just work the tummy and use your biceps. Go on, pull. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. Breathe out. Breathe in. Close. Hands closed. Bend. That's it. You're going to squeeze the elbows and release. Go. Squeeze. Open. 2. Your shoulders are down. Cape Town is under your armpits. Remember that image. Triangles. Now we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse. Stop. Squeeze. Up. Down. Are you finding your breathing? We want to breathe in, out. Breathe out. Squeeze. Tummy in and squeeze your elbows. This is going to give you a nice chest. Let's keep going. Up. Push. Go and squeeze your elbows together. Tight. Watch me. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Watch my breath. In. Out. 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 Quicker. Out. Out. Pulse. Hold the elbows together. Up. 1. Squeeze them. Go on. Excellent. Open the hands. Change your grip. My palms are down. Pull in. Push out. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Remember, this is the one, the elbows stay always at the same height. Breathe out. Breathe in. I'm pulling my elbows wide. Go and reach your elbows. Are we ready to change it? Hands up. Hands down. Your elbows do not move. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. 2 more. Out. Don't move your elbows. You're rotating. Rotate the arm. Good. Let's change to up. Are you ready? We're going upwards. Up. 2. Pull. Breathe in. Keep your shoulders down. Breathe out. Pull. Breathe in. Pull your arms. In. Breathe out. Breathe in. Pull. Make an effort. Pull. Okay, stay down. Change your breath. In breath. Out. Breathe in. My arms go up, but my shoulder blades slide down, and Cape Town goes under my armpits. In. Out. In. Out. Last one. Last time the rotations. Down. Open. Down. Open. The biceps come forward. Biceps to the ceiling. Breathe out. Big breath. Open your fans of your ribs. Pull in your tummy. Pull in your tummy. Tummy, c'est le ventre, l'estomac. And stop. Beautiful work. Come down to the back. Nice and tall. Find your documents. Find your triangles. Arms very, very straight. Are you ready for 2 counts? Breathe in for 2. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Right, I'm keeping my shoulders open. I'm not letting them close like that. Open your shoulders. Out. In. Go and open your shoulders. Last one. Don't move the elbows, bend, stretch. My elbows are not moving. My wrists are still. In breath, out breath. Keep going. We're going to do pulses now. Up, 2, straight arms. We'll start from the beginning. In breath, 2. Out breath, 2. Now think about everything you've learned, all by yourself. Focus. stop, in, out. Triangles. Stop. Excellent. Down. Come to me. 2 minutes. Bend your legs. Rotations. Breathe in for 2. Breathe out for 2. In for 2. And up. So it's a fluid movement. You need to squeeze under your bottom. You need to find your triangles. Go on, face me for 2 and turn. Breathe in, fill your lungs and turn. And fill your lungs and turn. One more. And stop. Come back to me with your arms. Zigzags out. Nice, quite wide. And bend, breathing in. And you're over breathing out. Breathe in. And come up. Right, now we're going to do it in the count like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Come back. Breathe and back. Breathe, 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 and 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 breathe, and breathing, and breathing, and breathing, and breathing. Last time. And in, and in, and back. Beautiful. And down. Zigzag back. Zigzags are from the hips. Little bend forward. Just watch. Okay, but we're going to do the pole here, so it opens our shoulders. Shoulders open. 4 breaths to go down, 4 breaths to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now back. One more time. Breathe out. Breathe in. Remember, chest up, over the airplane cushion, and come back, and down. Lovely work. Let's do our roll downs, and then sit on the floor. Right? Let's just do them, everybody in your own rhythm, but make sure that when you're down, you've finished your breath. Off we go, roll downs, find your rhythm. Breathe in, and breathe out. And again. Find your rhythm. Find your rhythm. Find your own breath. And come up. Beautiful. Very, very good. Sit on the floor. We're going to do our stretch. Remember, if we have a knee problem, we're going to be like that. Let's just breathe. Find your own rhythm. Just breathe deeply. I'm going to come a little closer to you so that I can speak quietly to you. All right, keep your stretch. If that is the easy one for you, remember we cross over. We turn towards the inner leg and we go down. Breathe big, deep breaths. Go down as low as you can. And just breathe. And while you're breathing, I'm going to just talk to you a little bit. Keep breathing, but just stay with me. Listen to me. So maybe you found this kind of music aggressive. And the last thing I want to do is create an aerobic class, because that's not what I'm wanting to do. But I really hope that you understood that there is a rhythm to what we're doing. You saw at the beginning of the lesson that breathing with a bad rhythm, in, out, hold my breath, in, out, is disturbing for everything, including your own psyche. It's stressful to breathe without rhythm. So use rhythm. When you're stretching now, your stretch must be slow. Your breath must be slow and easy. Donc je dis, c'est que quand on respire maintenant en étirement, on trouve notre propre rythme aussi gentil, ralenti, naturel. Quand vous vous entraînez tout seul, vous vous entraînez avec le rythme respiratoire qui vous convient. Quand on est dans un cours ensemble, malheureusement, quelqu'un doit garder le cours ensemble. Et donc, on doit trouver un rythme qui est plus ou moins, qui convient à tout le monde. Let's change legs and cross over. Now I say what I've just said in French, is that while we're stretching, we breathe slowly, we find a very relaxed, slow breath, almost as though you're sleeping. You're filling your lungs. You can release your stomach. You can fill every part of your body with big, big breaths. That's what's good for stretching, and it's good to really bring oxygen into your muscles. When you're working in training, you must find a rhythm where your training of your body is in sync with your breath. And that's what I've tried to help you to feel today, is that it doesn't matter whether you're working quickly or slowly, you always have a respiratory rhythm that goes with it. And I hope that that message was able to come through without you being horrified by a whole new way of doing things. So again, if you haven't been sitting like that, I hope you've been sitting like this and stretching. So thank you very, very much, everybody, so much for all your support over these weeks. Swissbody is opening on the 11th, next Monday. We're back to working there with all the constraints that we are going to have to keep everything correct. And hopefully we will let you know that we're going to be doing classes on Saturday, but for the moment we're concentrating really on the opening of our studios and getting them up and running as best as possible. So thank you very, very much, everybody.